Oshio, kind of leaning back, propped up here, and I wanted to share something with you. Have you ever heard of the daily bread that comes from the Day of Discovery? It's pretty good. It's a devotional, a daily devotional. And this article that I read today, I just thought, well, I have to share this. This is really cool. It really gives some food for thought. Now, the article that I'm fixing to read to you is by Julie Ackerman Link. And the scripture comes from Deuteronomy chapter 8, the whole chapter. So before we go into the reading of this article, I ask that you pause this video right now and read it. And when you get done, then please continue. Because this is really, really good. The title of this piece is, Are We There Yet? If there is any such thing as a universal question, it may be this: are we there yet? Generations have asked it. They have then grown into adults who have to answer the same question when their children ask. Whenever I read the book of Moses, I wonder how many times he heard that question from the Israelites. Before rescuing them from slavery and leading them out of Egypt, Moses told them that the Lord would lead them to a land flowing with milk and honey. Exodus chapter 3, verse 8. He did, but first they spent 40 years wandering in the wilderness, but they were not lost. They were wandering for a purpose. Think about it. After 400 years of slavery, the children of Israel needed to have their hearts, souls, and minds reoriented toward God. This was accomplished in the wilderness. Read Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2 and verses 15 through 18. But not before an entire generation died because of their disobedience. Numbers chapter 32, verse 13. In life, it sometimes seems as if we are wandering in circles. We feel lost. We want to ask God, are we there yet? How much longer? At such times, it helps to remember that the journey, not just the destination, is important to God. He uses it to humble us, test us, and show us what is in our hearts. And the poem they have here, it says, all God's testings have a purpose. Someday you will see the light. All He asks is that you trust Him, walk by faith and not by sight. It's the journey, not just the destination, that's important. Excuse me. Well, I thought that was very good. We have a lot of bad things in our lives that happens while we're here on this earth. Those of us who are trying to live our lives for God. And we don't always understand why. But there's a reason for these things. And I thought that passage of Scripture and this article kind of like hits it right on the nail, right? So that is something for us to think about. So each of us who want to complain or whine about our troubles, no matter what it is. We need to do some rethinking. It's always hard to think sometimes when these troubles are on us, but I wanted to share that because I thought, how well put. Probably a lot better than what I could relate or say, you know. So I hope that was some benefit to you and gave you something to think about. And let me encourage you, you can go to the Day of Discovery online and, you know, and you can get their devotionals. You know, you can get some good literature from them, books, free booklets too. The Daily Bread is free, and they have some pretty good articles in there, good devotions. So I wanted to share that with you. So God bless you. Shalom. And please pray for my brother Chad. He's been real sick. You know, he's in Texas right now, and he's been helping our oldest brother Ricky do some work over there on their place, and he's gotten really bad sick. So please pray for him. We know God is able, and I want to say thank you for all you have ever done. Sometimes we try to express in the best way we can by saying thank you, but it seems not good enough, but yet we lack the words. But I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your kind words, for all your advices, and well, you know, for all your prayers. Say thank you, y'all, for all that you've ever done. God bless you. So walk in Him always, and let us never give up, no matter how hard things may get. The flesh and the devil is our two greatest enemies. We can have many enemies in the world, but those are the two greatest. And it is only through God's grace, through His help, through our weaknesses, by His strength can we overcome. And because Paul was in a situation once, and he tried to ask, you know, he'd been praying and asking God, you know, to remove this thorn in his flesh. And he asked several times, and God said no. He said, because my strength is made perfect, that is, complete, through weakness. There's something to think about too. Well, anyway, so I thought I'd share that with you. So God bless you. Shalom. And ha-ho.